Welcome to the Slightly Biased Podcast's discussion on Game of Thrones. Be warned, spoilers lie ahead.
Spoilers.
We're gonna get a cease and desist from HBO now.
No, that was under 10 seconds.
Oh, okay.
Man, this season sucks.
Yo, what the fuck was that?
What?
That episode?
It was the bells.
I know.
The
The bells.
The bell.
Can I start off by
It was
saying
one
that's
bell.
a fucking awful name for that episode?
I will say the one good thing.
Oh, the actual episode name.
Called
no,
The
I
Bells.
thought that was a pretty good episode name.
I'm surprised they didn't call it Dracarys. I'm really surprised they didn't call it that.
No, that would have been last
Honestly,
episode.
the bells
well,
is
they did the
probably
thing,
one of
okay.
the worst names I could think of for that episode.
Should we start with the chart?
I'm not there yet.
No,
Derek.
no.
Where's-
We gotta
chart
get
comes
initial
after.
reactions. Yeah.
Slow down.
Yeah, slow down there.
Initial
We
reaction.
know you have to leave early, but you gotta slow down there.
So,
That's fair. That's fair.
all things considered, pretty good that Tyrion probably gets to survive now. If she wasn't crazy, she would have fucking killed him. But now that she's crazy, he's probably going to survive.
He
Yeah.
survived one extra
He's not gonna-
episode.
he's not going to die.
That's the last episode.
Yeah, no.
I'm
I
saying
don't
he's
think
not going to
Oh,
die
hey.
the last
I
episode.
fully believe we're gonna see him just killed off.
No, I think he's going to survive the last episode. That's what I'm saying. If she didn't go crazy, he would have died next episode.
He's not going to die.
He's going to die.
He's
Guaranteed.
not going to die.
He's not going to die.
Guaranteed.
No way.
I have it on my predictions list.
Okay, we'll get there.
We'll get to the predictions afterwards. Yeah.
So I think because of this crazy, like, in the first half of the episode, I was like, okay, Tyrion's arc is ending right now, and he's going to betray her, free Jaime, and then that's what's going to kill him. A noble act of sacrifice for his brother. That's what's going to kill him. But now, not only did that act of sacrifice not work, but everything has gone to shit, and I think that doesn't. I think it's the least important thing now. So he might not even get caught.
He's not
We're
going to
in
die.
predictions, and I still disagree.
We're not in predictions. I'm just saying he's not going to die.
Okay, so
I disagree.
initial reactions.
You've been wrong many times before.
I am.
We've
I
all
have
been wrong.
I know.
Yeah, we've collectively
Do you
been
wanna know
wrong,
how
but
hard-
I've been the wrong.
Do you want to know how
most.
heartbroken I was to
True.
know no stone dragon showed up?
No, 0%.
No magic.
0%
nothing, like,
stone.
I
dragon
forgot that he
sadness.
had a Drogonite plot armor. I forgot.
That was some really
0%
strong
sadness.
plot armor last night. My
The
goodness.
the trailer of him looking in the sky made me believe your idea.
I know.
No, I said they were going to come down from the sun. Yeah,
Yeah, it was
I called that immediately.
D&D. Don't have money anymore for more dragons. They just want to leave.
Apparently they do.
Yeah, one more episode.
They HBO offered for them to do a full 10 episode season, and they said no.
D&D.
Yeah,
Wow.
they're the worst.
They should
Yeah.
have. They should have done 10.
Yeah,
I don't know why they didn't do 10. They could have
They said it.
made
They,
that story so much
they-
better.
I think they
could have padded
said
it out. to
they
a
saw
good
that
amount.
they saw the show ending at 73 hours
They saw it. It was prophesied.
or 73 episodes.
73 episodes. Yeah.
73
well,
episodes.
no,
No.
this is 72. 72. This was
No,
71. So tomorrow.
No, that
well,
was 72.
This one was 71. Next one will be 72.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Wasn't there 7 episodes last season?
I don't know. I just know that 69 was 2 episodes
It
ago.
was 8 episodes last season. It was. I think it was one more.
Oh,
Maybe
okay.
it was 7.
and it's got to end on an even number.
Yeah. Whatever it is.
math.
But
72.
Simple math.
This one was
Calculus.
71. It turned into the wall or the bells after it was 71.
It's a mix of like rushing and lazy writing. And the
Agreed.
rushing
I
rushing
wonder-
leads to lazy
So
writing.
I wonder how much of it is actually lazy writing or how much of it is pandering writing.
That's a good point. There is a lot of pandering.
I think it's more lazy than pandering.
You could argue that the pandering is lazy, or that the pandering is the execution of laziness.
If they were pandering, we would have seen Night King a couple more episodes.
We saw him for four out of.
It honestly
6.
felt.
Not really. Think of the on-screen time for the Night King of those 4 out.
Oh, was it
4
3?
to
It was
6?
only
It
3.
was 3,
It was
yeah.
3
Yeah,
episodes.
think of the on-screen time that Night King's had on 3 episodes.
True.
I mean, there definitely has
People
been.
don't love the Night King though.
Was
I
he
mean,
even-
I
he wasn't
chose
even
the
in-
Night King to
He wasn't even in the
win
first 2
everything.
episodes.
I don't. No,
wasn't. He's
nobody.
in the
He's
third
not a
episode.
compelling character. No
He's
one
n-
loves the Night King. People
Yeah,
love to
but
hate
if
Cersei,
there was
but not
still
the Night King.
pandering, there would have been more, is what I'm
Nah,
saying.
I don't-
So
I
I
don't
think
know
it's,
about
I
that.
think it's more lazy.
Honestly, they need an episode between this one and the last one. Just one episode to set everything up more into detail with it, with Dany and Cersei and all this shit. They just rushed the whole thing in.
I feel
They
like
rushed the battle.
Or how about spending more money on the battle instead of the Battle of Winterfell? Because that
I
was
felt like that was
a
appropriate. though.
lot of money spent on a fight that was kind of mediocre. But I thought the fight tonight or last night was way, way better, even though it was so short.
Yeah.
I liked the length of the battles.
I just hated the episode.
Yes.
I didn't hate
We got
the
Clegane
episode.
Bowl.
That was fine.
did.
You owe him $5.
That's why I went to
I thought that was
Cambridge
fitting.
side to get
That
you
was
$5.
that was good.
Yep.
And I
Oh,
think
wrong
this
pocket.
the cinematography there was really good for that scene.
That was beautiful. It was a beautiful shot.
I hate how
well lit,
Jamie and Cersei
sunlight in the
died.
background.
I despise how Jamie.
I think
and
that was
Cersei
very
died.
appropriate. I think that was a very appropriate death for them.
I hated it in the moment
I think it was
because I don't
dumb.
know how Jamie got to her and then got back down to.
He raised his hand.
He went. He
just,
he did,
raised his hand.
He did the fucking dragons to Dragonstone and King's Landing and back 8 times in a single 24-hour span period
pretty
of
much
time. He did the version of that with the outer wall of King's Landing.
I still
Look at that.
He fucking gets
$5.
from the great.
I did bring the $5.
He
for
get,
bet
the
that I
money
lost.
money has changed hands.
I still think that it would have been fitting for Jamie to kill Cersei.
I think
was
that would have
rooting
been
for that,
so out of place.
but
there was no
you're
reason
right,
for
exactly. There,
They didn't
it
set
would
it
have
up
been
properly.
poetic, but there was no precedent for it, and it was not his character. His character is not that person at all.
That's fair.
There was no way he was ever going to kill her.
If
He
we're
was always in
returning-
love with her.
Exactly. If we're
Yeah,
returning
that
to
was his
form,
arc.
if it's a return to
even Graham
form for
said
him,
that.
and his character is making the most his character choice, that's what he did.
That's fair.
It's what his character would have done. Like at the end of everything, he's gonna go back to the person he loves more than anyone else.
Let
Yeah.
me go to the beginning for a second. So we open the episode with Varys writing those notes down.
Yep.
He has a bunch of notes written. That
He's
we
sent them out
We assume
already, yeah.
he sent them out because you don't see him again.
Yep.
He
had a
tries to
little stack
poison
of them.
Dany. He can't do it because she's
He tried
not
to
eating.
poison Dany.
Yeah, that's why he asked. The little girl came in and said she's not eating.
Oh,
He's trying to poison her
Yeah.
because
Okay.
he just wanted her done because he knew she was just a nightmare for the throne.
Yeah.
And she was
I didn't.
nuts.
I did not understand that
I did
until just
not
now.
No, she
Draw
was,
that parallel.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
trying to poison her.
Yeah. That's a good point. I did not see
The
that.
greater the risk, the greater the reward.
Ah.
Oh,
What a baller.
Okay, so he tried to poison her. She
And
wasn't
then
eating.
Jon shows up.
Tyrion gets yelled at again.
And then throws him under the bus.
Well, first
Throws Varys under the
Varys
bus.
goes to Jon and tries to persuade Jon to take the throne. Totally out of character for Varys to do that. He's more a behind the scenes kind of guy.
Yeah.
But they need to rush. They need to get rid of him because the show's ending. Got to get rid of Varys. Got to have Tyrion give the betrayal to Dany like that. They cook Varys. He's dead. Boo
Gets
hoo.
dragon breathed. Okay, can we talk about that scene? The cinematography in that
Yeah,
scene.
it was good.
The dragon coming out of the darkness.
Yeah. That
That was
slowly.
pretty sick.
Because that,
That was the
director is
coolest
the best
thing.
director in Game of Thrones. He's
It was
got
so cool.
shitty material to deal with. Shitty writing.
And then there was that awkward pause where he just kind of stared, and it's like, what is he going to do? Is he going to use fire? Is he going to eat him?
Said Dracarys. So
well,
Dracarys
yeah.
is always fire.
Yeah, but there was
There
still
was a
pause
weirdly long
before,
pause.
before she said
Yeah.
Dracarys. It's like, what is she going to do?
Maybe he wanted to say something.
There was also a
She was
really-
waiting for him to say something.
There was a really long pause after she said Dracarys. That's what I was thinking.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
no, I'm talking about before she said Dracarys.
Yeah, after she said it, the dragon was like staring, getting closer, getting closer, getting closer, getting
Money,
closer.
money,
Fire.
money, money, money. It's
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
like
I don't
more
wanna burn
money.
anybody
Cha-ching,
else.
cha-ching, cha-ching.
Fire codes are a bitch.
Yep.
Yeah, they had to evacuate the set.
Fire's dangerous.
Do you think they used real fire for those?
Some of them they do. Not all of it, but they do have stuntmen.
Definitely not the like 80 overhead shots of
Oh,
the
no,
dragon
no, no,
torching
no.
the city. That's
Definitely
all, it's
not.
all CGI.
As well as, I don't think they used real fire for Varys. I think that was CGI.
Oh yeah, they didn't show him at all.
They
so.
didn't
Yeah,
show him at
exactly.
all.
Exactly.
There was a lot of real fire in this episode, though. I really noticed that stood out. All the like you could
Usually
see the
for
like
set pieces.
Yeah, yeah.
Like when things explode and stuff.
yeah, or like a pile of rubble, and the rubble has like little jets of fire coming out
Oh,
of
yeah,
it.
yeah, that too.
There was a lot of that.
Did you want to give your overview of the episode?
I'm getting on.
We're going through it.
We're
We're
doing
doing
it
it
now.
now.
I'll do
That
that
one?
after. I'll do my good and bad after. that.
Oh wow, you have a real.
It's a lot
Yeah.
of bad, not a lot of good.
What else? What happened after that? We got
I believe we cut to Jon and Dany in the
Yep,
no, they cut the
yep.
Grey Worm, I think, and Dany talking about McSunday.
Mixed Sunday.
They throw her collar
My
into the fire to
Sunday.
burn
Oh yeah,
it.
yeah. That was real
They
sad.
all both look pissed.
She looked
like-
sad about that. Like, why'd you throw it in the fire?
I needed that.
Yeah.
It's the last thing I had from her. Cuts to I don't know. I think Jon
I
talking
think
to Dany
John
then,
talking to Dany.
and she's like, "Let's have sex." And he's like, "You're my aunt. I'm
Okay.
a Stark."
One thing about that, John could have averted that entire massacre.
Yeah, he could.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Yep.
If he
Yeah.
had just been a little bit more okay with incest, nobody would have had to die.
Nope.
Minimal people. A lot of people would, but minimal people would have had to die.
Yeah, he should have just incested
This whole
it.
final season could have
He should have bit
been
that bullet.
avoided.
Yeah,
Chomp right down on that
it's
bullet.
like fake incest too.
It's yeah. Also, I mean, I get that you're
Kissing
dating
cousins. Come on.
I get that you're dating the wildling girl IRL, but come on, she's not even really your relative.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pretending that the actor is the character. Good
she
one.
chooses what is
Good
it,
play.
fear over love now.
Yeah, she says
that was
let
like-
it be fear then.
That was like the first tick on the wall for her.
Well, yeah, if the doomsday clock was at 5 minutes to
Yep.
midnight
Yeah.
at that point.
And
Yeah,
then
there we go.
I think there's a scene where Danny's with Tyrion, and Danny's like, "We captured Jamie, trying to get beyond our line," and he's
There's
like,
also the scene where Danny's like, Tyrion, if you fail me again, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Yeah, I think that may have
was
been the same
after, though.
scene, or maybe before with Varys. I don't remember.
No,
Whatever.
that was the same scene. That was the same scene.
For some
It's in
reason,
the throne room.
Dragonstone
I don't know-
blends.
I don't know why, but I'm thinking about Danny's fall and like face first dive into craziness,
Yeah.
and I'm paralleling it to Revenge of the Sith. And
Anakin.
Anakin, you were the chosen one.
You were supposed to bring balance to the Force, not destroy it.
So, yeah, I don't know. I love that.
Honestly,
That could be a whole episode on its own.
Honestly,
Yeah.
Danny standing
Ooh,
on her
bonus episode.
Danny sitting on her dragon, looking over the city as the bells are ringing, and Anakin looking off into the like lava or at the younglings or whatever. Like such a parallel, honestly.
All right, can we do a bonus episode for this?
Yeah, wait on the Creed one still.
We'll come back to it.
Okay.
So, what else? Wait,
Oh yeah, we still have to do the Creed episode.
Yeah.
fuck,
Do you like
I forgot
Creed,
about that.
the band?
Just the band Creed. They're gonna do a whole episode on it. It's gonna be great.
It's coming out.
I don't.
It's coming out April 2019.
Okay.
I can't wait to hear it.
Wait, what? Oh,
Can't wait.
just say. Wait a minute.
I still have to prep my material for it. It's very much a Derek-driven podcast.
I think then we cut to King's Landing, outside the King's Landing. Then
They're preparing for the assault.
Yeah.
And Jamie and Tyrion have a conversation.
that was probably the best scene of the episode. I would say. I think it was
no,
the best.
I disagree.
I think it was
disagree.
the best.
Until
Actually,
Tyrion
that
started
was
fake crying, it was pretty
I
good.
think-
And then the fake crying came, and it's like, this is weird.
I thought it was the best.
I'm pretty sure Jon Snow's arc in this episode was the best part of this episode. Him trying to stop the fighting.
Yeah, that was very entertaining.
That was so compelling.
I love the notes that you sent over.
I really, really felt for him in that.
Oh, which ones?
the show
yeah,
notes.
he was just so powerless.
Oh, the update list. Yeah,
the update list.
the change list.
Oh, the patch notes.
Yeah, the
I
patch
read it.
notes, yeah.
That was,
We gotta read we'll read the patch notes. That'll be my little
and
thing. I'll read the patch notes.
so then it's like the battle time, and that's like the rest of the episode is the battle. Oh, Arya and the Hound show up. They want to go kill Cersei.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why nobody was just like, just send her in first and be done with this all. But no.
Well,
Gotta have
Well,
the battle.
because
yeah.
it was like a strict
wasn't-
military
not
operation
organized.
that they didn't want people to go in.
Also, they were not coordinating with each other.
Exactly.
that's-
They had their own objectives, and
I can't
didn't
tell if that's
coordinate with
writing or if
anybody.
that's just the show.
They didn't know.
I-
No, that was
they
definitely
forget
their
about 'em?
characters. That was in
Yeah,
character that
yeah.
entire arc.
Which was cool. I really liked that they went rogue. They didn't want to fuck with Daenerys' plans. They just wanted to do their own thing.
But nobody knew about it. So why?
Yeah,
why?
that's on point.
Why last episode and they're planning out
Real
a Winterfell
G's
the
move in
battle?
silence like lasagna.
I don't know. What?
It's a good rap line.
Real G's move in silence like
I'm
lasagna.
just saying though. What the last
It's a good-
episode where
I got
they're
it.
planning
You
out
get
the
it?
battle at Winterfell.
Real G's.
The lasagna has a silent G in it.
Oh.
Okay, moving on.
The last episode when they're planning out the battle, it's like they only give them one option to do it. Why was nobody like Arya is a fucking assassin?
She's literally a rogue.
You could literally send her in first while you're marching down there, and if she gets it done, it's over.
But ring the bells.
Exactly. Like,
They did.
But-
well, they had the contingency for ring the bells.
but it's
Nobody
like,
is going
it
to
was
admit-
just fucking rushed. That's what I'm
Nobody
trying
is
to get
going
at.
to admit Arya
D&D.
was and is an assassin.
The double D's.
Nobody's going to admit
Forget
You
about
mean
this
in-
shit.
in
and they're
universe
just
or-
rushing
the
through it
universe.
every time. If this was Game of Thrones season 3 or 4, it would totally be different.
Different.
Yes, it'd be different.
It
It wouldn't be
would
just like
different.
they wouldn't
so
just
different.
throw this logic out the window now, and that's why the show is such shit.
I think it was rushed. I think that they didn't keep the pacing of the other seasons.
We don't need to see him fucking flying dragons in the first episode. We don't need that shit.
That was weird. I can show you
So
the
stupid.
world.
They had
Oh,
2 years
where
to write
they-
this shit.
where they spent the entire CGI budget on. Oh,
Yeah. And no ghost in that,
That scene,
episode
No
that
either.
scene was
Ghost.
stupid.
Ghost
That
isn't even
that
in that.
scene was stupid.
Anyways, back then they get ready for the fight.
Maybe they really didn't have enough content to fill it.
They
They
were just-
could have.
They're just bad writers.
Pad it with other
Bad
shit from
writers.
this
They're bad
episode. though.
writers.
Move the time.
They wrote
in.
this episode, and they're writing and directing the next episode, so you know it's going to be shit.
It's gonna be some fucking happy ever after shit. I think.
I
They
don't
said
think
it was
so.
a bittersweet ending. There's no
Danny's
way it's
gonna
going to be
die.
a happy ending.
Danny's not going to be like,
It's
all of a
already
sudden,
not a
I'm a good
happy
person
ending.
again. I just kill everybody here. but I'm a
Danny
good
has to
person.
die, right?
Yes.
Do you think John's gonna kill her?
John's going to kill her and
Yeah.
John will die.
Honestly, I think we'll go into
Yes.
what
Anyways,
I think at the
The
end.
battle starts. Everyone gets in their places. Euron's in Blackwater Bay.
Euron's dead.
Well, we're still
I
going through the
understand
summary.
that. He does die.
Oh, I thought you were. I thought you were
We're back
predicting
to
the next one.
We're
Okay.
back to the summary.
Golden
Okay.
Company's in the front with their leader, who
We're
is literally a
recapping.
nobody character, but they wanted to show him again.
I know. I totally forgot who that guy was.
Golden Company sucks.
Yeah, they're really bad.
They're bad at
They were
fighting.
so bad.
They are
I feel like-
to
terrible
be fair, they
sellswords.
didn't get a chance.
That's what I was gonna say. I feel like in a straight fight, it would have been much less.
I mean, in
unbalanced.
fairness, they didn't have their elephants. So, I mean, like,
Yeah.
they didn't have their
They
elephants.
didn't have their
Elephants
elephants.
shoot water
or the
with
horses.
trunks,
Or the horses.
so-
Or the horses.
I saw that. Yeah, they didn't have any animals. They were all ground troops.
Where
right
the
there.
fuck
Yeah.
were their horses? They had 20,000 horses.
I guess
Or
not
10
defending
or
that wall.
2,000 horses.
The Dothraki took him.
Just gone. That's true.
Plot hole.
So
People brought back
Danny
the Dothraki.
says, "Wait for my signal." Tyrion's like, if you hear the bells, Danny, it's over. We win.
Yeah,
Agree to me, please." She's like, "Oh, okay, fingers crossed, but okay, I got this."
and then he makes John do the same thing.
And then I
Yep.
guess it must have been like an off day because the best scorpion shooters were off that day.
Yeah.
Oh, big
well,
time.
no,
I mean-
they were on vacation.
Yeah, they're
Well,
probably
it was the update.
the patch notes.
the
Yeah,
patch
the-
notes.
the
Well, we'll get to the
scorpions.
patch notes.
So the tiny Daenerys army was moving in on
It's not tiny. It's still half that size.
half
Magically, it's half
the
that size.
half the size of what it once was, with one
It's
dragon
10,000 people still. Don't worry.
against 20,000 Golden Company, the Lannister army, and the Iron Fleet, and one
The dragon takes out all the Iron Fleet immediately.
immediately, and then right after that
Takes
takes
no
out
arrows.
all of the Golden Company and all of the siege weaponry they have around King's Landing, completely
All the
evening the
scorpions.
fight.
It wasn't. That
It
was
wasn't.
not,
It wasn't evening the fight. It was winning the fight.
Well,
They lost
so
that fight then.
losing the Golden Company at that point, yeah, I guess is
Losing that's an insult to injury. Losing the siege weaponry and all the scorpions and the Iron Fleet. That was an unrealistic turning point.
yeah, I guess that's
I
true.
feel like in the books or if the show was slowed down, I think they would have had a scene where Danny's forces try to get the Golden Company to step down. Because, like,
Yeah, take out the I can show you the world scene and put that scene in.
take out a lot of scenes like that. Just fuck. It's
You
just
know,
like, it's mind
bringing that up makes me hate that scene now. I thought it was like a
can
The
decent.
Golden
show
Company are
you
these
the
amazing cell
world.
swords from Essos. Okay? They're
a legendary army. They're
they go to the
legendary.
highest bidder.
Yeah. They're the legend army.
Cersei paid her debt to the Iron Bank. They did not have to stay there. They could have moved on to Danny's forces and still be alive. But the show was just like,
They could have
let's
seen the
do some
dragon.
cool fucking action, guys. Here we go. Like, fuck.
I would have enjoyed it. I would have still believed it if the Golden Company had said no, like, oh, we have to honor our contract or something.
Just mention it. All you have to do is mention it.
But yeah,
Have
at
one
least
character be
have
Why
it.
do they
oh,
have to honor a contract?
if you
Because
didn't
then they
kill-
wouldn't get hired in the
if you
future.
didn't kill
they're not- if
Varys,
they're traitors.
You could have
Their
Varys.
reputation is important.
You could have Varys
I
toss out a
guess.
line being like, the Golden Company said no to our offer. That's all you need. And that like seals all that shit off.
Why does a Lannister always pay their debts?
Because they got the
So
credit.
because
No, because it makes their it raises their credit score.
also because
Yeah.
Castle Rock used to have a lot of gold in it,
Oh,
which
yeah.
always made it sound like they always had money to pay off their debts. But no, that's not. No,
They
no
ran out of
longer.
gold, yeah.
They ran out of gold.
So we had
They were broke.
Yeah,
they were
Beyond broke.
yeah. So then
They
the
fight.
they fight. The
They
the
the
tide
Golden Company.
Fight,
They
quote
don't.
unquote.
Golden Company gets blown away by the gate behind him, and then Grey Worm's like, "I don't need a helmet anymore. I'm good for this." And he runs in, plot armor on, throws his spear. They kill the Golden Company leader. They break the city walls. They go in. Yada yada yada.
Everything is going really well.
Cersei's starting to lose her shit, starting to crack.
The dragon doesn't kill any pedestrians or innocents until
Not
after
yet,
the
not
bells.
yet.
We're not there yet. Yep.
They rush in.
They kill a lot of people.
They kill some people, and the Lannister forces are like, shit. They
Yeah.
throw their weapons down. Danny lands on the little roof, rowing her dragon. Everyone's fucking scared. They're already scared of her.
The bells start ringing.
The bell starts
Tyrion's
ringing.
out there like fucking pacing, waiting for the bells. The bells ringing. He's like, yeah, fist pump.
The Lannister army drops their weapons. I don't know if you said that.
yeah, he
Yeah,
did.
yeah,
He said
okay.
that.
And then-
Cersei sheds a lone tear.
She's like, I honestly thought Arya was Qyburn in one of the scenes. I
I
thought they were
hope-
going to get to that.
That would have been great.
and she was just going to stab her.
That would have been
But
so great.
You know what?
That would have been cool.
Arya's arc.
That's what they
is
should have
over.
done. That's what they fucking should have done.
Yep. And then Daenerys is like, her face is like this. It's hearing a screech in her head probably. She's like, oh, fuck this.
Yeah.
They never came to my side. They stayed with Cersei the whole time, and she just goes.
Did you watch
and
the
burns
Did you
shit.
watch the after episode?
I did.
summary?
It was stupid.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they explain in that what's happening in her head in that scene from the writer's perspective is that she sees the Red Keep, sees this monument that her ancestors built 300 years ago, knowing that it had been taken away from her and not in her family for the past 300 years. She'd wasted all this time. She'd lost all this time. This huge crime had been committed against her
25 years.
family.
They only had it for like 25 years.
They only had it for 25.
No, they haven't had it for 25 years.
Really?
Because Danny was a baby when they lost it.
Okay, yeah. So she lost all of that time. She lost all of her time in the Red Keep, and it's the object of her family's like legacy, basically. And knowing that all of that time has been stolen from her, she just basically snaps and loses it.
Yes.
Because she feels so alone, because she's under so much pressure, because John didn't want to have sex with her.
And nobody wants to be on her side.
Because John didn't want to have sex with her.
Yeah. If he had, none of this would have happened.
That's it.
Take one for the team. Fuck the pussy.
Yep. So Daenerys flies over, blowing shit out. Grey Worm's like, fuck this. Starts killing everybody. Everyone charges. Starts killing unarmed people, killing unarmed civilians.
They also mentioned that the reason why all the Northmen and all of the Unsullied turn is because the dragon rampaging and massacring innocents is the loss of any moral righteousness to their cause. They are no longer beholden to the morality of their cause. They see
their queen doing it and like, oh, it's cool.
Oh, wait, it's cool to be bad.
It's the purge, guys.
It's like how people. No, I'm not gonna get political, but like, yeah, it's yeah.
I kind of want you to get political, but we can save that for the after.
It's not. There's no point.
The after series.
It's just.
I did like how John stayed his course, though.
Yeah,
that was the most
John
is
truly a Stark. He's not a Targaryen. He's a Stark. He was raised by Ned.
Well,
they're all about honor. They're not going to kill innocent people if they surrender. They're not going to be like. There's no need for it. How does that help you be a leader if you're killing everybody?
Yeah, John's just a damn hero. Like,
they're polar opposites. They're polar opposites.
Absolutely.
John and Danny.
And then shit happens. The Hound and Arya get into a little scuffle, little argument.
No, not really.
He's
trying to stop her from going. She's trying to go.
Revenge eats you up inside and never be a person.
He's basically doing that speech of if you set out for vengeance, dig 2 graves first. You want to die? You want to be like me?
Apparently, they didn't talk at all during their trip from Winterfell.
They
played the quiet game the whole way.
Yeah, and then suddenly over a couple of lines, she decides that she doesn't want to be
her character.
She doesn't want to finish her entire story arc and kill Cersei.
This is a good time for the patch notes.
I think killing Cersei would have closed her
afterwards.
I think that would have been fine with her killing Cersei.
I was cracking up,
but whatever.
So good.
The patch notes were so good. I can't wait to.
And then meanwhile, Euron somehow gets to the beach.
Yeah, no,
unharmed.
he swam 2 miles.
Yes,
in the water. It's believable because he's a fucking ocean maniac. But he actually swam 2 miles and then fought Jaime.
Isn't he? Didn't she say in the books he's like completely different?
Yes.
Yeah. I thought Euron was closer.
He's a pirate wizard.
Pirate wizard.
The wall.
He's a wizard. Okay, I was
He's really into blood magic and ritual stuff, and he likes to find
he was on a ship
artifacts to use.
Oh, okay. Because I thought it looked like he was closer to the wall. I might have just missed the point where he was actually on the ship.
Yes, he was on his capital ship.
He went to the
that makes sense.
He went to the Bronze School of Swimming.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
he made it there. Ready to fight, not tired at all.
I like the coincidence. Yeah, so this is what's ridiculous.
It's stupid.
The beach on King's Landing is massive. Like, it goes all the way around. That thing's a fucking peninsula. There's so much shoreline on King's Landing, and he just happened to come ashore at the exact spot that Jaime was also...
While the city's burning.
While the city was burning.
It's totally out of his character. He's a fucking pirate.
He would have gotten on another boat.
He did... he should have died from the fire. That would have been a rewarding kill for that. Because he killed the dragon last episode. Have Drogon kill him and show him burning alive.
They tried to.
Honestly, I was okay with how Euron died. I thought it was actually, for what Euron is in the show, I thought it was a very fitting death that he actually got to kill Jaime Lannister, the famed
technically, he didn't kill Jaime.
He didn't.
Technically, Rox did.
Well, he said he did, but he did not kill Jaime.
Thinking that he killed Jaime.
But he was wrong. He died wrong. He died wrong, though.
He did right. I mean... It's Euron. You kind of expected at this point.
I'm on Tony's side with this one. I actually didn't mind that.
No, I loved his death.
Scene.
Yeah.
I loved the death that he got.
For me.
I really appreciated the battle between Euron and Jaime because it's Euron, this prideful, vengeful motherfucker, like thinking he's the shit, so fucking arrogant, and he's like the opposite of Jaime at this point in Jaime's arc. Jaime has started as that and became so humbled over his arc, and then he comes up at Jaime saying, "Flex, brah, I fucked your woman. What are you gonna do about it, bitch? Fight me IRL." And then they do, and he fucking kills him. And that's the best satisfaction for Jaime, a champion swordsmith swordsman who lost his sword hand, had to relearn how to be a swordsman.
But it wasn't a fair
to
fight,
win
though,
to win that fight as a swordsman is
It wasn't a fair
incredibly
You gave me
impressive.
Jamie with both hands versus Euron with both hands. Okay.
Well, yeah.
Oh,
so
get it?
like,
'Cause
then who would
Jamie in
win?
his
Did you see
prime,
Jamie's
yeah.
hand?
Yeah.
Jamie's hand grew back.
That wasn't part of the episode though. That was just a still shot after.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He needs to learn to use his hand more though. His gold hand.
There was a thing about the Starbucks Cup 2.0 where Jamie's hand was back in one of the shots.
Magic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it was
magic. It's magic.
What would you give this episode on a scale of 10?
6.
5. I don't know.
I'm a
It's
6.
just
too.
it's rushed.
What would you give
Honestly,
it
this
looks great.
season?
6.5. Yeah, that's
It's
my
just
issue.
The
6.5
writing
is my
so
rating.
quick, and they're trying to plot so much stuff out just to close shit off, and it's like
I'll change. Yeah.
Way
I'll
too
change,
8
quick.
episodes, please.
Way
9
too
episodes.
quick.
I'm gonna say 7.
I don't need
Yeah.
action every episode. You can do character development, and everyone's gonna like it still.
I mean,
Except
even
for
if
the mouth breathers.
they
but-
they honestly could have done another season.
yeah,
I
that-
agree.
I
They
think
could have
each
done. They
episode-
could have
Agreed.
made this 2 seasons.
They
Yeah.
could have made this 2 seasons. This is a lot of ground they're covering in very, very little
It's
time.
just
We've
like
had like
literally-
3 villains now
literally
in the past
travel
like 3
time.
episodes.
it just goes completely against
Yeah.
the pace of the show.
Agreed.
It's because
Remember
just
season,
wanna
like-
be done with it. They're done
Remember
with it.
seasons 3 through 5 where most of the show was walking
Yeah.
Can I say
and
seasons
talking?
Yep.
Seasons 3 and 4 covers one book.
Yeah.
One book. That's it.
That's awesome.
How many books are there?
Released, there are 5 books released.
How many books are there going to be?
He says 7, but it could be 8 for all we know. He might just keep
He's
writing.
going to do 8. Oh,
He
boy.
could.
I got to read
You
the
could do
books.
it, yeah.
I feel like the books are just like
If you're gonna read the books, the first one is kind of slow. Second one gets better. The third's amazing.
Don't worry, I'm 35 pages into the first one.
Oh, good.
I've
Good
been that
job,
way
man.
for 2 years.
Oh,
Yeah.
You're almost there.
Almost
the
there.
4th book's super slow for me. I haven't finished it yet, but it's really slow.
So the
Yeah.
third book's the best.
Yes,
Yeah,
Storm of
okay.
Swords is the best. It's one with the red wedding. It has a purple wedding.
That's
Purple
that's
wedding.
exactly
Joffrey's
why.
when he
Okay.
takes the
Yep,
poison.
Are there
that's
any
exactly
purple
why it's the
nurples?
good book.
No,
Purple Durple.
it's just way better. But anyways, back to this. Where was? Oh, Euron dies. Jamie gets stabbed twice.
He got stabbed in
Side.
once in
He
each
makes
rib.
it to the top of
He
the red
does
keep.
he make the top? No, he doesn't. Cersei comes down.
No, yeah. They meet in the map room.
So we're back up to
I
the
love
top.
the map room as a set piece, by the way.
Qyburn's like, "Milady, or your grace, we're fucked.
Yeah.
It's time to
oh
go."
my god, Qyburn
I
just
really thought it was Arya in that scene.
fucking eats it.
Yeah,
That
and
death
then
was
That
great.
was so fucking
So
funny.
good.
Sir Robert the
Oh my
Strong takes
God.
him down. The Hound appears.
The
Ha-ha!
Hound. Okay, I
Kills-
just want to talk about this. The Hound scene
Kills 3 Kingsguard
Yeah,
like they're
4.
nothing.
4 or 5.
Kingsguard like
Four.
it's nothing.
I think it was
between
4.
4 and 5. I don't remember.
No,
it was at least
definitely
4.
wasn't 5.
Okay,
That's a
It
record
was
on its
4.
own.
he kills 4 of those fucking dudes just like it was nothing.
It's total
Like
bullshit though.
butter.
That would never happen. That would never happen.
He just goes right
It's
through him,
all plot armor. It's
And
plot
then-
swords. Like just cuts right through their
Plot
armor.
armor
like
and
it's nothing.
swords.
and he's like, "Fight me, bro,
Fight me, bro. And then
fight me, bro." And then he fucking does.
He lets Cersei walk by. She's
Yo,
like,
that
I'm
is-
not getting in this shit. Fuck
Qyburn
this.
gets
Doesn't
his
make
head
sense,
caved
though.
in. Qyburn gets thrown down the
Yeah,
fucking
that was
stairs.
the best kill of
That's
the
the
episode.
funniest shit I've ever seen.
That was the
I
best.
I
death.
actually
It was
laughed
the best
out loud.
death. 'cause
I
it
had
was
to
his
I had to
best
pause
death.
it.
The best death of the season or episode?
episode. I don't know about the season. I'll think about the
I would,
season.
yeah, I would
I'm gonna
agree.
say
But like
season.
that-
I'm
it was
gonna
like
say
his-
season. I'm going on a limb.
It was like his. It was rewarding because it was
Hold on,
his
let me think.
creation. It was his Frankenstein's monster who killed him. Just
yeah,
pushed
it
them
was.
down.
Yeah.
It was. It's true.
But what made him the mountain switch all of a sudden after being a zombie
His
for all these
brother.
seasons? But like
What do you mean
guess-
switch?
There was
from
no.
a
He's
bang Cersei.
he's been kind
It
of
was seeing his
chaotic
brother.
evil. He's been
That's
ca-
100%.
He's been pretty chaotic evil the whole time.
Yes.
You remember
He
that?
saw his brother last season though.
Do you remember that the part of the
And-
show where he like literally caves that guy's head in for no reason
Yeah.
against a wall?
Yeah.
Just smashes
that
the
was
guy's head in.
defending Cersei because he was
Not really.
talking shit about Cersei. Yes, he
He
was.
was no, yeah, he was defending
talking
Cersei's
shits.
honor.
Yeah.
She wasn't in danger. He just squishes a guy's head for no reason.
Why not? Anyways, it's
Anyway,
over.
he's crazy.
Cleaning Bowl's over.
Yep. Clegane Bowl
The
happens.
game bowl happened.
The Hound was gonna lose, but
I
then
lost
he got
the
over
bet.
both his
I
fears.
laughed
I've paid my
so
debts.
fucking hard when Cersei's just like, I'm just gonna squeeze by
excuse me,
here.
boys,
Excuse me,
excuse me,
excuse me,
boys.
excuse me.
Right.
Just walk,
Arm
fucking
slices
walks right
downstairs.
by.
They get into a fight. It's a really good fight with a dragon flying overhead. It felt like
Yeah.
a video
Yeah.
game.
Yeah,
it
it
really
was.
did.
It was a
Yeah.
badass fight.
It was like a final cut
They
scene,
fight.
final boss
That-
fight.
He's like, "Why the fuck won't you die?" He's
Stabs
stabbing
him
him,
so
stabs
many
him in the
times.
head, and he's like, "I'm still here, bro."
Gets his eyes gouged.
Yeah,
Yikes.
he gets enough sight to overcome both his fears of fire and his brother by jumping up, pushing him over the ledge.
And dying by the way that he
It
feared.
was a good death.
He let
he
himself
had
die
a
in
fear
the
of
fire.
heights.
No, he was afraid of the fire, and he jumped into the fire.
I mean,
He
I
was
think
afraid
the
of his
fall
brother.
killed him before the fire.
You're
killed him.
right, but the writers said that he overcame his sphere of fire by jumping into the fire.
By jumping into the fire from
Yeah.
a really tall tower.
Yeah.
I think we're cutting through. We're also cutting back to John, who's trying to break up the fight. We're cutting to Arya
So
trying to
sad.
escape.
Yep, Arya
Plot
trying to
armor is
escape.
very strong on her right
oh
now.
my god, her
She has
plot armor
CTE,
is
but it's cool.
insane.
They only gave her that plot armor not because of her character arc, but because they wanted to follow somebody who was a compelling and emotionally
But the thing
connected
was-
character through the fray.
I knew she wasn't going to die there. I knew it. I don't know if you guys knew this, but
Because
I had
they were following her,
zero
though.
faith in her dying.
Right, yeah.
You should have given us a character who you thought maybe would have died.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess.
like
I guess
someone
I
online
agree.
Like if
said-
Reek was still alive.
Someone
Paul
said
Reek.
online, use Sir Davos. He's from King's Landing originally. He's from Flea Bottom. I could see him dying in that carnage.
I think, honestly, maybe Arya should have died in the Red Keep, and then we should have followed the Hound out. Because the Hound could have died, but then...
The Hound following the Hound
think
out would have
honestly
been
that-
insane.
Yeah.
The Hound,
Oh,
I think,
man.
wouldn't
With
have
all the
I think
fire
he would have saved
everywhere?
Arya and died in the Red Keep.
Yeah,
I
he
don't
probably
think he
would have.
would've
If he saw Arya die, he would have.
He would have stayed with her because she
Yeah,
would have been like
maybe.
bleeding out, and then he would have been like, "I'll
I'll
stay
stay
with
with
you."
you.
and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
The plot armor is driving me insane with like
Yeah,
the main
'cause-
characters. Like that's
Yeah.
where the Game of Thrones created like a name for itself. Like they're like, oh, you like a character? Too bad, they're dead.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's like
And
they're
now it's
completely
like
not.
you like
Nora?
a character, good.
Nora.
We're gonna
It's
keep
like
him alive.
before, I
Nora,
don't want you to
from
die.
this episode.
Now I'm watching. I'm like, I just want you to fucking die.
Right?
Please die.
Just die.
Do you know the thing with Nora, the girl that or the woman and her daughter that Arya tried to help?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
That's so funny. They just like I watch everything with subtitles on because I have really bad hearing.
Oh,
So I watched it, and it literally the first thing we hear is like Arya on the ground, like conked out, and that woman comes up to her and tries to help her, and it says Nora : get up, get up. And I'm like, oh fuck, they named this person.
oh yeah.
They gave her a fucking name. It's like, okay, I guess she's gonna be in this episode for Arya now, and then you see
I
her a
thought-
couple of times.
I thought the daughter was gonna survive though. The girl, the
Yeah,
lady's daughter.
but
I
no,
thought
that
was
would've been
gonna give
too
Arya
happy.
some more humanity by bringing her, like saving the kid.
I actually
The
didn't.
guess
kid,
not.
the kid was dumb and
Yeah.
wanted to stay with.
I think
her
that was
mom.
a very
idiot.
I think that was a really good.
What an idiot.
That was a really good loss for Arya there. That's a really good like symbolism of her trying and just utterly and miserably failing to do good because she's done so much bad, and now it's like insult to injury to punish her for trying to do good.
But
Like-
she's done some good stuff though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but all of her good has been vengeance, and she tries to do one good thing by murdering it, or
What?
Where is my strainer to make celery
oh my
juice?
god.
Oh, it's in the thing on the side over there next to the stove.
What thing on the side?
I'll be right back.
Please cut all
Keep
of
talking
this.
about Arya's arc.
No, keep this in.
Okay.
This is some quality.
No,
content.
that was really bad.
I'll
This
be
was
right
some
back after
quality
these messages
content.
from Derek.
That was the worst. Please cut that. Anyway.
Don't cut this.
All right.
Yeah. I refuse to let.
All right, fine, whatever. What was I saying? Oh, so Arya, her entire like wins, all of her wins have been on vengeance, on murdering somebody in order to
Hand
create
back.
justice. Right? So then she tries to do this thing, and it's like she hasn't really suffered, well, she has, but she hasn't suffered a moral defeat in a kind of a long time. Really since Bravos or Pentos.
Does she really need a moral defeat?
The show wanted to give her a moral defeat.
We already
What was
got
her
this
defeat this episode with the girl dying?
Yeah,
the girl
her
dying.
her failing to save the girl and her mother was a really interesting note for her character because she hasn't really done anything selfless and proactive and like
The last
creating
time I can
something, not
remember
destroying
is
something.
When she saved the actress's life, which was Bravos.
yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. So she hasn't
I mean,
done
she
any
killed
something.
the phrase, but they
That's
were
that's
monsters, but-
destructive justice, not constructive justice. She
Uh,
didn't save anybody's life. So
How to save a
Yeah,
life.
it's been a while. Yeah.
and it's just really interesting. Like, why did they choose? I'm
What is?
interested in the choice of that the writers made there, right? To
plug
say,
in?
Aren't we all?
You tried to do something good. You tried to save somebody's life in such a selfless way, and go out of your way to do it, and it failed so miserably. And like that, it's such a defeated blow to her that it makes me think that they must have done it for a reason, and maybe Arya is going to have a really big role in the next episode.
I have a prediction over here for that.
Okay.
The predictions.
So I think because Arya suffered that moral,
Yeah.
like
That's what they're
really,
getting at.
it's like a gut punch. Like she tried really hard to save those people's lives, and she thought she was doing the right thing. But the truth is that if they'd stayed in that house, they might have survived. But
maybe.
because
Yeah, it's
like
a big
smoke
maybe.
and
right,
inhalation.
maybe, but directly as a cause of her dragging them into the streets, they both died. Directly as her fault for dragging them out into the streets. She did that. She killed them.
I don't know if she'll think it like that because in her eyes, it was like the city is being fucking destroyed. What else am I supposed to do?
Also,
it's just the act of trying.
They were.
Failing.
I don't know how close they were to the Red Keep though. Either there was no.
They were
like,
far.
She was
pretty far away.
I don't see why she needed to have two separate losses. Like she didn't kill Cersei and then she didn't save this person.
That wasn't really a loss. That was kind of a win for her. That was a moral clarification. Like I
guess
it's her saying to herself, "This isn't actually what's important. This isn't actually what
Cersei
matters."
wasn't a good person.
Pretty important.
Cersei blew up the Pope.
Cersei did a lot of bad things. It would have been a good killing.
She was going to die anyway, and I think Arya knew that. I think Arya knew that.
Yeah, anyway, Cersei goes down to the map room. There's Jaime. What's up? They hug, they kiss. Let's get out of here, guys. There's a dinghy downstairs. We're going to cross the narrow sea in a dinghy. Let's go.
Yeah.
What a great plan.
Also, that would not have worked. He was going to bleed out. She was going to have to row his dead-ass corpse across the river.
Yeah, maybe she had plot bandages. I don't know.
Plot bandages.
They go downstairs. Oh, no. Everything's caved in. We're stuck here. Let's hug. They hug. They forgive each other or some shit, and they die. Pretty pathetic death.
She doesn't forgive him.
Whatever.
Jaime tries to, in his final moments, comfort her.
I honestly think a better death would have been her getting smoked by the dragon, Dany doing it directly.
I don't think it would have been as satisfying.
It would have definitely not have been as satisfying.
How was it satisfying? What happens?
Because she was alone.
She was not
terrified.
Alone. She had Jaime.
She was alone with Jaime.
I'm saying
she was alone.
She was alone and terrified. She had nothing and no one left.
I would have done. You're gonna hate me for this. You're not gonna like it. So Daenerys flies in, lands. They finally confront each other. Cersei confronts Dany, and it's like from last episode after killing Missandei, except it's reversed roles now. And Jaime's with her, and Daenerys.
I think it would have been too cheesy.
It probably would have. I'm just gonna finish what I'm saying. Jaime gets in the way, and she goes, "Jaime, get out of the way." Dany says this to him. "I'm gonna kill your sister finally." Yada yada yada, and he refuses. And the arc closes there, and she kills them both. Done.
That's way too cheesy.
I just think with the way they did it, I did not like it. Was not a fan.
I liked it.
I liked
maybe
it
have the
because
people. Maybe have the people killer. I don't know.
It felt more just. It felt like better justice for her to get crushed by rocks like that.
I guess she was literally at rock bottom, but
good. That's when she should suffer
rock
and die.
bottom.
She spent her final moments knowing how absolutely fucked she was, and that it's almost a little bit better that it wasn't actually directly caused by Daenerys. Because if it was directly caused by Daenerys, she could spend her last moments being spiteful and angry, but she didn't get that luxury. She had to spend her last moments
you're
being
also
terrified.
acting like she's a good person. She's not a good person.
She's a human. She's a very human character. Everything she's ever done has ever been for her
children. She's done on the show. Give me one good thing she's done the whole entire show. Besides anything with her kids, because those are her incestuous
Nothing,
kids.
because that's the only thing she cares about. Well, no,
Yes.
everything good she's ever done she's done for her kids
Or herself.
or her boyfriend
/
brother.
I just don't think she was a good person. I want her to have a really painful death. Besides,
She
being
did.
crushed.
She got
that was
crushed.
instant death.
Suffered.
That was instant. That was not.
I don't
think you
Not
die
The
instantly.
entire
necessarily.
Red Keep fell on top of her. You tell me how you feel if it's not
Cascading failure.
No, I'm telling you, dude.
Rubble crushed her.
I take Vinny's side on this.
I don't
did not
think it
agree
was.
with it.
I don't think it was necessarily instant, and I
I
think
like
it
that she
was
died
definitely a
scared.
painful death.
No, it was not.
Yeah, I like.
Oh,
that she,
yes,
I just,
it was.
I really like
it
that she
literally
died
fell on
scared.
top of her. Blocks of concrete on her head. It was instant.
It was rock. They didn't have
Even
concrete.
still.
Even
It
harder
was
than
instant.
concrete. But yeah,
I assure you, there was no suffering there. It was quick.
the suffering came before the death. She was terrified and
You could have done
panicked.
it other ways.
and alone
We can
because
move
She
on.
didn't. She did not
she
get
didn't
the.
give a shit
she
about
did-
Jamie.
She did not get the adrenaline
Yes, she did.
of.
Jamie's the one person she loved in life besides
anger.
her kids. It was Jamie. I understand the show was different than the books, but in the
in the
books it's POV chapters, but the big early series are based on those early seasons. So she
In the
loved
moment-
Jamie and she loved her kids, and that's all she cared about.
in the moment, she had no desire to have Jamie there. She just wanted to be.
She did seem very relieved when he appeared in the map.
Yes, she did.
Well, yeah, in the map
If
room,
she
yeah,
was
but at the
going
end,
to die.
She did not- yeah,
she
no,
was like,
that's
"Well,
the-
fuck." Like,
that's the
I
thing,
would rather
yeah.
just get out of here at any.
She
cost,
she
even-
would not even look at
leaving
him.
you.
She wouldn't even
Yeah.
look at him.
Wouldn't even look at him.
Yeah.
I disagree.
She was just. I think she was just so out of her head.
Also, she's
Doesn't
probably in
matter who was
shock
around her.
because she
I
thought she
guess
was
that's
going to
yeah.
win.
She was
might have been it.
She was
She
out. She
is-
was in shock.
She's like her
Might have
father
been shocked.
with his arrogance, but she has none of like the strategic mindset her father had.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
She relied on the Scorpions and Qyburn, thinking that was the one-stop all Guess what? They're fucking wood.
Madame, the
Why didn't they have
scorpions are all gone.
Why didn't they even have a scorpion in the Red Keep or something installed?
Yep.
It's a good question.
Why didn't they have them in buildings? What? You want to do the wait? Hold on, we're almost done.
Okay.
I think we've pretty much.
Cersei dies.
Yeah, Cersei dies.
Tyrion's freaked out. He sees the carnage. John's in shock. Danny flies somewhere.
They're all in shock.
Yeah,
The
I
city
think
is
everyone's
fucking
in shock.
destroyed. A million people probably killed.
Yeah, bro. Fuck you,
Uh,
Daenerys.
They land. Arya gets on a fucking
Dick move.
pale horse, which is ridiculous. That the horse
Yeah,
is
the
just magically
horse
there.
lived.
Someone said that
Everyone
Bran
was
warged
fucking-
into the horse to give it to her, but we've seen no indication that Bran is like fuck about anybody anymore.
That's a good theory. But
I like that
There's
theory.
no
And that-
fucking way
and
that
then
happens.
it's
my
so
headcanon.
symbolic to have it be a white fucking horse.
That's my headcanon now. It's a white horse spattered with blood too.
It's a white horse because
covered in
death
blood.
rides a white horse in the Bible, and Arya faced the god of death. Now she's walking out of the city, reborn again.
It's a weirdly biblical imagery.
It was a little much. Anyways, you want to do some?
Agreed.
We saw the patch notes on Reddit.
Okay,
I
we
found
got some
today.
patch
They're
notes.
really funny. I laughed. I chuckled at work.
All right.
I chuckled at work.
The patch notes for episode 5, version 5.0. Scorpions got nerfed, significantly reduced accuracy, and the hero character Euron no longer gives a bonus to Scorpion accuracy.
It's so ridiculous.
Two.
You not read these today,
My man
Derek?
couldn't hit a single. I noticed
I-
none
I-
of them.
I read them, yeah.
None of them actually shot except for one when the dragon appeared.
They were shooting, but they were just missing now.
They, were,
They-
they
they-
did keep
I think the
shooting.
reload time's longer too.
The reload time. Oh yeah, they didn't mention the reload time.
I think that was upped.
Number 2,
And oil
dragons got
chains.
buffed. Speed and stealth have both been increased. They can now take the hide action while flying.
It's so ridiculous that they can do that.
We predicted that him looking up at the sky was using the sun as a backdrop so you can swoop in undetected. So we did predict that, but
No dragon armor though.
No dragon armor, no Gendry.
Just
He was in the
plot armor.
Stormlands, being like, "How do I do this?"
we thought there would be dragon armor. True. Dothraki have been added back to the game. Fans were upset about the removal, so they're back now. Yeah, no, there's no way those Dothraki survived.
Why? Why were they there? Why was there so many of them? How did
Half
only
of them.
half of
Oh,
them?
there was a
die?
deleted scene in one of the episodes where they were hiding behind the castle.
Fuck you. All right. Battle times have been shortened. Complaints that the Battle of Winterfell lasted too long have been heard. So now battles last no longer than 5 minutes. Number 5. Northerners and Unsullied both have reduced honor and morality meters. It is now possible for them to commit war crimes with little to no provocation. Number 6, Cersei's speed has been reduced. she now moves sluggishly, if at all. I like that this is probably in reference to her brain speed as well as physical speed, so that's pretty good. Euron's plot armor has been removed. Number 8, the Mountain's loyalty has been reduced for the introduction of the Clegane Bowl game type.
Such a good.
Very
one.
excited about that game type. Looks like a lot of fun. Number 9, Arya's conviction has been reduced after complaints that she was too OP. Her plot armor has been significantly increased to compensate. That's it. That's the patch notes.
All right, I'm
That concussion.
she's gonna have a
That's
really
the
rough
second
later
concussion
life.
in 2 episodes.
Yeah, her brain's rattled.
Her brain's done.
It's
That
like
explains the PTSD.
it's like a smoothie in there.
I'm gonna update our death chart.
Yeah, let's take a look
Let's
at
do
this
the death chart.
Jamie by
Done.
the Hound by
Yep. And
Bran's
this
alive.
is probably safe, right? Or definitely safe.
Who?
This was the
The top of the chart.
Very safe.
Very
Very
safe.
safe.
This was in the Long Night
Bran is
episode.
alive.
Bran's alive. Tyrion's alive. John's alive. Varys, he's cooked.
Bye bye Varys.
Dunzo.
Sansa's cool. Arya is plot armored. Dany plot armored. Sir Davos magically still alive. I love it.
How
He's
did
great. I love
How
him.
is he still? He wasn't even like.
He wasn't even in the
relevant.
battle.
He's
yeah.
the best.
We
Sam's
saw him
alive.
very
Gilly's
quickly.
alive. McSunday dead. Gendry's safe. Brienne's safe. Tormund's safe. How is Greyjoy still alive? Next
Grey-
episode.
you
he
mean
is
Grey
done.
Worm?
Grey Worm.
Grey Worm. He's next episode.
If
he's
Grey
done.
Worm doesn't die by the end of the series, I've lost. all
Yeah,
hope.
he shares whatever fate Dany has.
I'd say
Dead.
so.
Yeah, he's going
Qyburn-
to share Dany's fate.
Qyburn's dead. Cersei's dead. The Mountain's dead. Euron's dead. Golden Company's dead. Or what was
Oh
that last
yeah,
week?
we did it.
They're dead.
Lot of deaths this episode.
Should have been more. Should have been more.
I would count the other million people.
They're not on my list. They don't count.
They're not on my
Nora's
list.
dead though.
Are you on my list, girl?
I thought the good from this episode was Danny's hair was a mess in the beginning. I like that touch because McSunday did her hair always.
I really appreciated the scene. There's this one shot of her looking out from the map room in Dragonstone after she talks to Tyrion. Tyrion leaves the room, and there's this like pause on her face looking out the window or the open door patio way, and there's this like long shot, and her face is like, her eyes look sunken. She like clearly looks like she hasn't eaten anything. She looks depressed and really unhappy.
That D.
And it's like, it's such a perfect makeup job. Like, I just really appreciate the job that the makeup team or the CGI team, either way, did in that moment. And they really sold it to me that she looked like absolute fucking garbage. It really reflected her like mental state at that time. Good job.
I like the soldiers in King's Landing wearing little winter hats under the helmets. Good touch. They know it's winter still. They haven't forgotten that. You guys see that?
No, I didn't see that.
They had these like little wool knit hats underneath their helmets.
That's smart.
I was like, wow, the writers remembered that?
Good
Amazing.
job.
Whew. Qyburn death good. At least Euron's dead. We talked about
At
Jon's
least
reaction to
Euron
the
is
Northmen.
dead.
Onion Knight's still alive.
That was a good.
I like the Onion Knight. He's one of my favorite characters.
Which one's the Onion Knight?
Sir Davos.
Oh. Why do you call him the Onion Knight?
In the books,
He's the
there was
Onion
a
Knight.
siege of Dragonstone when Stannis held it, where they couldn't get food in, and then people are starving.
Oh,
and he was a
smuggler.
smuggler at that time,
okay.
and he brought in onions, and they called him the Onion Knight.
Oh.
Stannis knighted him.
Sir Davos is the best.
He's great.
And
Lost his fingers for
Tyrion
that.
and Jamie scene. I loved it.
They got little nubbies.
I have a lot of bad.
All right.
It's a long
Let's hear
list.
that is a long list.
Flip up. Is Dany mad or is she just angry?
No, she's crazy.
Is she?
She's fucking crazy.
She's
She
lost her
definitely lost her.
I think it.
It's
I think
lost her noodle.
we saw one branching reality where she did not get any support and love from anybody. And there are other branching realities where she got the love and support she needed and didn't turn into a fucking psychopath. And it was all John's lack of incest control.
daddy issues.
Yeah. Wait, whose?
Danny.
And John's.
Well, yeah, I guess so. In John's.
Get it?
Someone said online they should have killed Rhaegal this episode, and then seeing Rhaegal die would have triggered her more into killing King's Landing.
That's stupid.
Versus
What was he going to do the
Well,
whole
yeah.
time?
How
the
would-
dragon.
the dragon.
I thought you meant her brother. That's right.
No, Rhaegal, not Viserion.
Viserion.
how is she
Rhaegal,
going to
whatever.
lay waste to the city of King's Landing?
Because
With
Drogon's
Drogon.
still alive.
Oh,
But
okay.
seeing
So-
Rhaegal
Oh,
die.
yeah, Rhaegal
So
dies.
let's say this happens.
Yeah, that was a good point.
After the bells
Yeah.
ring,
The last scorpion
someone
from
shoots it
Euron.
off. Euron
comes
fights
in.
something like that, but like something that's more obvious to the audience that triggered her to be like, "Fuck these people. They're not good. They all must die."
I would have liked to
Versus
see.
just
I would
her
have liked to
looking
see
at
Qyburn.
the Red Keep,
I would have liked to see.
Qyburn
I would have
or
liked to
somebody.
see Drogon and Rhaegal
or
up in the
Bronn.
Red
Let's
Keep.
kill Bronn. Just kill Bronn.
Ready? Drogon and Rhaegal up in the Red Keep. They break down a wall. They're saying, "Hey, motherfuckers, surrender." Qyburn rips open a curtain, jumps in a scorpion, and shoots Rhaegal to death with the scorpion. Rapid fire.
And then that causes her to lose her mind.
She loses her shit. She kills Cersei and then burns down the entire city. There, I wrote a better ending.
You wrote a much better ending.
HBO hire Grayson immediately. We're gonna retcon the whole season.
No, just last episode.
Golden Company, man.
That would have been
I thought
such
they
a
were fucking
good
stupid.
ending.
Euron ran out
Holy
of plot
shit.
armor. Scorpion auto aim turned off.
Aim
We already
hacks.
talked about that. Fuck character arcs according to D&D. They just want it to end. Cling Bull had 0 stakes.
Yeah, it did.
They both died.
There's no stakes. They just fought to fight. They,
They
did it for
fought to fight
D&D's
and
like,
died.
we gotta have the
Both
audience
of them
get
just
Cling
died.
Bull. We already talked about Cersei's death. Varys, we already talked about Varys.
I can't believe I lost $5 to that bet.
I told you it was going to happen. I told you.
The
That's
one plot point I
that's
didn't
the
see
one
happening.
thing they can write is just that stupid shit.
No one's gonna know.
The Pale Horse did that.
He wasn't wearing.
It
the
shows
headphones.
Rush. Bran, why wasn't Bran involved in this? Oh, he was probably sleeping in the north. Drogon's
I want him
plot
to be the
armor.
king. I feel like John's gonna die fighting Dany.
John's gonna die. Oh yeah.
John's
Yeah.
gonna die in order to kill Dany, and it's gonna be fucking Bran on the throne.
You were the chosen one.
You were meant to be the best of us.
It was, but
You were
like a brother to me.
I cannot wait to draw
Tyrion
a
with the
parallel
fucking
to
bells
that.
is like the Winterfell. They kept saying the crypts are safe. Winterfell, the crypts are safe. It's like we get it. The bells are not going to do anything. Is going to be a big turn on that? Be like the bells ring and she's going to kill everyone still.
We did not. I did not see that coming.
I honestly didn't see the bells ringing.
I thought that the bells were gonna not
Wow,
ring.
you
and
have a
then
lot
she would
of
kill
notes.
Those are
everybody.
predictions.
Yeah,
though.
exactly.
They're predictions and shit. So predictions for Dany. Oh, where the fuck did I write this?
Oh, we on predictions now.
Yeah. What do you have for predictions? What do you think happened to Dany?
She's not.
She gets
living.
killed by John, and
John
dies.
is gonna kill Danny.
Yeah,
John is gonna die trying to kill Danny.
I don't think she. Honestly, my hot take is she kills John, and then Arya kills her.
Someone.
I don't think.
Maybe, oh my
I think.
God.
I think John's gonna kill Danny.
It's the second time that he's farted into the mic. You're not wearing headphones, so you
please
don't
stop.
know.
It's
But
like the 5th time. But
Stop.
stop.
This is the
You're
first
like yelling
time
at
I
a
heard.
kid. It's like yelling at a kid.
Do you think? Danny,
I don't think Danny will kill John. Or sorry, I don't think John will kill Danny.
I think he will.
I don't.
There's no
I think
way
he will.
So
I think he'll die in the process doing it.
I don't think he will.
John's opinion of Danny is fascinating to me after this episode because what could he possibly see of her after the atrocities and the war
buy
crimes?
that he loves her. Either. I
Imagine-
just don't buy it.
Imagine watching the person you love turn into Adolf Hitler. What is his head at right now?
Let's ask
His
Eva,
queen-
Let's ask Eva Braun. Get the Ouija board out.
Yeah, his queen just literally turned into Hitler in front of his very eyes. He watched as she massacred 1 million people.
Yep.
What is he going to do?
Is that the final body count?
That has to be
They kept saying over and over again it was 1 million people in King's Landing. 1 million
Yeah.
people in King's Landing.
right.
Did she kill everyone in
It-
King's
No,
Landing?
she killed half of everyone in King's Landing.
Next scene is going to be happening outside the walls. It looks like she killed everybody because, let's see, the gates were closed for the most time. They were all in the Red Keep area for the most part. A lot of them were. The dragon swooped in and blew the gate up, which caused John's forces to go in, which would have drove people probably either into their houses to hide, thinking it was safe in their houses, or
All
deeper
of those
into the
people are
city.
alive because they all got out of the city.
Did they?
Yeah.
We'll see next episode. If they're
Yeah, we will. And we also thought that Winterfell was decimated and it was only cut in half. So
I'm just
Yeah.
going with what I see from the show
there's
tells
some real
me.
Thanos shit going on here.
yeah, this is some Thanos shit. Those dragons snapped their fingers.
I was thinking about how Danny now is going to treat Sansa because Danny knows that Sansa fucking hates her.
Danny knows that Sansa doesn't trust her. Danny
Or
knows
she
that
pretty much hates her,
Sansa.
especially now after the killing King's Landing, she's
Right.
not going to hate
Danny
her.
knows.
So,
Sansa
what is
knows
Danny gonna do
the
to
true
Sansa?
king of the
Is
throne.
Winterfell going to be involved in the final episode where Danny in Winterfell? I doubt it.
More importantly, Danny knows that everyone knows because Varys sent it out to
But she
everybody.
Oh yeah.
Does
that's
she
right.
know
she
that?
doesn't know
I
that
think
yet.
it's
Out to
probably
everybody?
pretty obvious.
But she doesn't know it directly. They sent those.
That's
and
why
also
I
he
think-
did burn that letter right
that
before
was
he
the
died.
last one though. But the other ones written were no longer.
I'm saying if no one else knew that he was sending them and that he burned that last letter, nobody might know that any of them went out.
That's
yeah,
why
yeah,
I
yeah.
think
I think you were saying no. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's no reason
at least
Danny shouldn't kill
5
Yeah.
went out.
John.
So-
There's nothing keeping him alive.
Dorne,
There's no reason she needs to keep him alive.
the Stormlands, the Vale.
It wasn't in the mic.
I know. Stormlands, the Vale, Dorne,
Wasn't
the
fuck you.
Twins, Highgarden, and the Iron Island. So that's
The Iron
6.
Islands are whatever. It's
Who
like
knows?
2
Maybe they
people
have
living
1,000
there.
boats now. They built more boats.
It's like 2 people living there.
There's
So,
a good amount of people living
I
there.
was
I don't see
thinking
'em.
Yeah, it's a small island.
Danny's going to
Not a
require
million- not a million people.
everyone's
definitely not a
loyalty
million.
immediately, or she will burn their
She's a what?
castles down. She's going to require everyone's loyalty.
Oh,
Everyone
yeah.
needs to bend the knee, or she's going to burn them down the Targaryen way.
Oh yeah.
Is Sansa going to bend the knee? Or
No,
pledge
so
her
this is what I
loyalty?
think. I don't think it's going to get that far. I don't think it's leaving King's Landing. I think John is immediately going to fall out with Danny.
Oh, I think he already has, yeah.
He's immediately going to fall. So this is the question. Does the final confrontation with Danny happen immediately after the events of this episode?
It has to. What does it mean?
I'm
Time
saying
jump?
no. I'm
no.
saying not the fallout. I'm saying Danny's ultimate fate. Does that happen immediately, or is there some kind of political thing where they're like a ribbon?
I think there's no time for political right now. Or maybe
I could
there
see there
is.
being it. I could
Because maybe
see.
he has to wait for his chance to attack.
I think it's gonna be Arya. I think Arya's gonna many faces.
Honestly, my prediction here, I think Arya's done.
Grayson's starting to align with my prediction.
I think Arya is gonna. I think there's gonna be a time jump. John's gonna go into self-imposed exile. The Unsullied and the Unsullied are gonna stay. The Northmen are gonna fuck off back to the north with Sansa. There's gonna be some contentious shit between Sansa not bending the knee, Bran not bending the knee, John being
He
missing.
can't bend his knees. He's paralyzed.
Yeah, basically. Bran being paralyzed, whatever, and
Why would Bran bend the knee? She knows Bran's like
right,
not a
Sansa,
human
whatever.
anymore.
Right. Sansa's not going to bend. There's going to be some contention. There's going to be some politics and like joke us into thinking that it's going to be a political thing. And then Arya's going to many faces her way in and just fucking kill everybody.
I think if she does, I think she'll take Grey Worm's face.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the
It's
closest
gonna be
I can
like
see. It's
it's
great.
gonna be like
Please.
it's gonna be like
Please take his face.
it's gonna be like a hostage negotiation thing, and it's gonna be Sansa, Grey Worm, and fucking
So-
Daenerys and a dragon all standing in
I
a circle, and Sansa's gonna, Arya's gonna Grey Worm stab
How do you deal with a dragon?
right in
though?
the back. You don't.
That's
they
the
all
thing.
die.
And then I was
John
thinking,
can control it.
so
John can control the dragon.
dude, that
John
is that is
can- John
Daenerys'
can
fucking son, air quotes.
Yes, but John's a Targaryen.
he's not. I think the immediate reaction from Drogon would be smoke everybody in that room if he's there. He wouldn't think like.
I don't know.
If he can sense who a Targaryen is, maybe would he?
No,
would he do that?
I think
I
think
honestly
that's
think-
stupid enough to work. I think it's stupid enough
I
that the
don't
writers could have written it.
Yep.
So this is what I was thinking about earlier. So how
Exactly.
are they going to wrap up Bran's story? Are they going to?
Nothing.
Are
It's
they
gonna be
ignore it?
unsatisfying.
Wait,
we're not. Yeah, we're gonna ignore it.
Are they gonna
His
ignore
story's
it?
over,
He's going to do nothing.
He's not going to warg into shit. Stop
or
it.
he's going to give us
Why?
the outro.
Why would he stop at
He's
that?
not going
He's
to
gonna
warg into
explain
He's
anything.
warging
what
this shit in
happens.
episode 3.
Yeah, and it's not going to happen ever again.
Could he in theory? I know dragons
They
are
blew all
a
their
higher
CGI.
mind. Could he warg into a dragon?
No, it's a
No.
person. It's like a
That's-
person.
He warged into Hodor.
That's two big brains. Of,
Is Hodor smarter than a dragon?
No.
Is a dragon smarter than Hodor?
yes,
Then how do you deal with the
You
dragon?
you can't warg a dragon then.
John.
He's. I'm gonna bet this $5
Ooh.
back to Tony right now
Ooh.
that John will not take control of Drogon in the end like that. The way you're saying it,
Okay,
I
All right.
honestly
Okay.
think.
You're going to get this $5 back.
I'm gonna get the.
But I
$5
honestly
back.
think that in
That's
that
stupid
moment,
enough that the writers are going to write it in.
maybe.
They have to
Bittersweet
get rid of the
ending.
dragon somehow.
I just don't think that's gonna happen like that.
Tony's right. They have to get rid of the dragon somehow, and they don't have any
That's
scorpions
why I
left.
said fucking Bran. It's one thing I think of is Bran would work into it and they
It's smarter
break the
than
brain,
it's smarter than Hodor though.
but they never
Hold on.
specified that it was.
Hold the door.
I'm just
True,
the writers have a lot of stuff open that
Yeah.
they don't want to close for these reasons.
I
'cause they don't wanna
would
write themselves
very
in a
much
corner.
enjoy seeing a dragon controlled by Bran.
I think the dragon's gonna die next episode.
I don't think it
I think
will.
it's gonna mark the end of the Targaryens for good.
I don't think it'll die. I think
it
it'll
will.
survive.
Well, I said earlier I thought the final scene would be Drogon flying away to a fucking thing of eggs or some stupid
Yeah,
shit.
I think that's gonna happen. I think Drogon's gonna fuck off or be controlled by Jon.
Unless once Dany dies, he's quote free. I don't know. I don't know shit
No.
about dragons. I don't know.
Maybe
I don't know shit about.
he
dragons.
would be free, and then either Jon comes in and swoops in or doesn't. No one knows shit
And
about dragons.
Tyrion's gonna live, so I'm not cool. I know Tyrion's gonna live.
yeah.
Tyrion's not gonna die.
I have a feeling Tyrion's gonna die at the very beginning of the next episode, Varys style.
But the problem with that is
No, they just did that though.
the problem
they
with
won't do
that
it.
is
They won't
not
do it
not
again.
actually burn him.
Tyrion is
but I don't think
arguably.
I know, but they won't do it again.
he'll either be in jail or dead. There's no
But here's
way.
the problem with this: the writers stop doing that with my cable.
Yeah,
It's
these are
brand new. How
The
dare you?
I will pay him the $13 if it breaks.
the writers, okay, this is the problem with this. They like to keep the characters on that people like to watch,
You'll pay him the cost
and that's
of
why
a new
fucking
cable.
Braun showed up in that episode, just to have him there.
It's the
to
final
up that
episode
value.
of the series. We don't.
But they're
need
not going
to
to kill
see
off
him.
Tyrion in the first scene. That's what I'm saying.
I could see them doing that. I
I
could
can
see
see
them
them
This is
killing
not
off
Game of
Tyrion.
Thrones season 3 anymore. This is Game of Thrones.
Because she
shitty
obviously
season.
knows that Jamie was released.
She doesn't know that.
Does she? No,
How
she
would she
doesn't.
know that?
I would assume the army would tell her afterwards.
They were going to battle afterwards. Like
They see a.
I can see it going
a
either
prisoner
way.
matter.
missing.
It
Jamie's
could
dead.
get
It
lost.
doesn't
In,
matter.
it could
Jamie's
get
dead.
lost.
She's
or it
gonna
could not.
find out. She found out that everyone knows about John.
That's
And
'cause
they didn't
Tyrion-
really explain
that's
That was
'cause
because Tyrion told her.
Yeah, she knew before Tyrion told her.
No, she figured she didn't
She
know
figured-
directly
No,
what
she
it was.
no, she was
She-
mistrustful of Jon.
She assessed that
Assess that from
From Jon.
John and
From
Tyrion.
Jon.
Tyrion. She had no idea Varys was doing any of this shit.
When Tyrion walked in, she thought that Jon was the traitor.
and then she, yeah,
Well,
She said,
she
"I've
was.
been betrayed," but she didn't think she had
She
been
was
betrayed for any other reason besides Jon being on her mind.
I guess.
I don't think anyone gave her insight. She doesn't have spies. Like,
I mean, yeah, I
Probably.
I guess you
also
have a
argue
point.
those Unsullied who were there got killed in the battle. And what is her knowing
True.
now
Yeah,
do,
they
do
could've.
anything? It doesn't change anything. She'll kill Tyrion just to kill Tyrion, not because Jaime was let go.
if Tyrion
She's
is
she
still
insane
betrayed
now.
him.
She's
Betrayed him
insane.
again. He
either
betrayed
Tyrion dies
her
immediately.
a
He's not going to
third
be in jail.
time.
He's not going to be in jail.
Third strike.
They're gonna need Tyrion to make a political move or some stupid shit.
I don't think he dies. I think he's too good to die.
Yeah, he won't die.
I think
Tyrion-
either
Arya, Sansa are like the mains who will not die. They will not die.
he spent a lot of money on this.
I don't know. I already put my $5 on there. I'm not
Yeah.
putting any more. But that's what I'm
$5
saying.
on the dragon.
Everyone else is fair game. Everyone else is fair game.
Oh, on the dragon. That's right.
Sam won't die, but he's a second tier.
Jon
character
has to
anyway.
die.
Danny 100%
Danny
dead.
has to die.
Grey Worm dead.
I don't put Arya in safe.
Honestly, I don't
do,
think Grey Worm
because I
will
think they're
die.
gonna put a little bow
I
in her
honestly
story.
think Grey Worm will survive this.
She already had it. She already had her bow.
I think she's gonna get that.
She had her bow by
in the Stormlands.
She had
with
her bow
Gendry.
by not killing Cersei.
I think Gendry's gonna get that ring.
I hope so.
I hope not.
Well,
I
that
thi-
no, because that'd
I
be a
think
really
they
good
will.
that would be a really good
Because she
fulfillment.
had that
because
heel turn from the Hound. The Hound's
Right.
like, "Don't be revengeful. Live
Yeah.
a life."
the Hound was
and
like, "Do you want to live like me, or do you want to go get hitched?"
That was it. Tony, it's okay to be in denial about it. Those three characters
I'm
will
not.
not die.
I'm not making any more bets.
I want to
I've
put
already
Sir
lost
Davos
one.
there because I love him, but I think he is the chance of dying. The pinky
Your
Sir
little
Davos,
pinky.
and he's like spazzing up because they don't know if he's gonna live or not.
Honestly, the ones I see dying next episode, Danny,
Yeah,
Jon.
yeah. Drogon. No, I don't know.
Well, okay. Who do you see?
And honestly, and Tyrion.
I told you, Tyrion is
he
going.
let himself die. He
Tyrion
did.
is going to Castle Rock to open his winery.
Oh my god!
I've been saying this forever.
I would.
You're
love,
100% wrong on that.
I would love for him to do that.
Imp's Delight is
Realistically,
Oh my God.
I don't see it.
It's 100% not.
I'm a summer
happen.
child. What
Yeah,
can I say?
100% not going to happen.
I know you have to leave now. I know you have to get leave.
He had to leave a while ago.
No,
6:45.
15 minutes ago.
Yeah, it's still
fine.
a
In
while ago.
Podcast time is like an eternity.
That is an eternity.
You can dip.
I'm gonna
Anyways,
finish the episode.
we can wrap. What do
I
we
just
got?
have to
An hour?
pack.
Almost
That's
an
all
hour.
I'm doing.
Oh, okay.
But I think next week will be a longer
Ooh.
episode.
Yeah,
If you guys can set up
I-
an hour and a half kind of sesh.
Derek,
I
won't be here.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
Derek won't be here
I
anyways.
think that it's gonna be a time jump, and the political shit's gonna intrigue its way back into
I think
life.
the time jump's gonna be at the end, 1,000 years in the future.
And it's a modern
We're gonna see
day.
Drogon's kitties flying around, having a great
America.
time.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's
And
modern day.
It actually flashes 2016. Trump's a Targaryen. He's crazy. What the fuck happened?
Please.
Why couldn't Jon just bang Dany?
Please.
That checks out. He's got the blonde hair.
Yep. All right. See you
Nice.
next week when we're all disappointed.
Yeah.
Again.
Again.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening. For more Slightly Biased podcast content, please visit our website at slightlybiasedpodcast.com or follow us on social media at slightlybiased_.